Good morning, you guys. It's your girl, Bernisha Renee. Happy Friday. So today I'm in the beauty room. This is literally, I have to be out of here on Monday. So this is literally like my last couple of days in this apartment. My last couple of days working in a residence. Like, I'm excited. I just wanted to hop on here. One, I want y'all to see my beautiful face. But two, I just kind of wanted to ramble. I'm prepping for a client. I got my tweezers disinfected with, of course, y'all know, Bonacide. Wash them with soap and water. This client is getting a volume set. It is one of my regulars' niece. So because she referred, my regular is going to get 20% off her next fill-in when I open back up in a couple of weeks. So that's great for her. And then, of course, her niece is taking advantage of the new client special. So it's a win-win. You know what I'm saying? I make more money. She gets a discount, and then she gets a discount. She's getting a volume set, and I am using Fat Lash Pro-Made fans. I call them pre-made because they're pre-made, but pro-made, professionally made, whatever. Pro-made, pre-made. I made them, she made them, he made them, whatever. This is 10D, so that means there's 10 individual lash extensions glued together. I also have 20D, which I have never used 20D before. I've used, the biggest fan that I use is 10D, which the 10D I started probably a month ago, and I love how 10D gives a good voluminous, y'all know what I'm trying to say, look. The 10D, so the 20D, I'm actually going to try on my brand ambassador, which is my cousin Kaya. This is going to, I think these are going to be it. So I haven't used these yet, but I am very anticipating. I'm so childish. I even pulled a fan out to make sure that there were 20 individual lashes, because don't be selling me something that y'all not even doing correctly. But 10D, if you look at my profile, you'll see that the last couple volume sets I've done, I've used 10D. Now I still will go back to the OG and use 3D fans, so that's only 3 extensions. I have 7 and 8 and 6 and 5. So if they don't want a full volume set, like they want a volume set but they don't want it to be dramatic, that's when I'll use lesser fans in the set. If they telling me they want volume, they want them thick, they want them fluffy, this right here. I'm trying to kind of branch out and do different styles and kind of do different things. I'm still not going to do long lengths. I will go up to 18, and pushing it, I'll do 20, but you'll never see me doing 25 millimeters. 22 milliliters. 20 is pushing it. 20 would really honestly be just a special request, and I would probably charge more for it. I won't go over 18. I think 18 is natural and glam and dramatic as it gets. Anything over that is really just, it's so long. I'm not judging people that do 25 millimeter lashes. I just, naturally they're not healthy for someone's eyelashes unless, you know, their eyelashes is just really strong and thick, and you know, I don't know. But yeah, she's getting the volume set. I'm about to kill it. Today's Friday. She's my only one for today so far. I keep my books open, so you can book an appointment up to 4 hours prior to the time frame that you want. That's why I keep it open. And yeah, happy Friday. We in there. It's bittersweet that it's ending, but you know, hey, better things. Big things pop in, little things stop in. Big things pop in, little things stop in. your girl Bernisha Renee. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a new viewer, please don't forget to subscribe, and if you are returning, hi, how are you? Today is Sunday, July 30th, and tomorrow is the last day I can officially be here. No, tomorrow's the day that we have to turn in the keys. You have to turn in keys. I have to be out of here by 10 a.m. So all the other rooms are clear. I can show y'all. So this was technically my bedroom, as y'all will see shorts in other videos. When I took all my personal stuff out of here and made this the beauty room. This was my daughter's room, and they already came in here and checked to make sure that it was empty. So these were college apartments pre-COVID. So you lease per room. So for example, before COVID came, only college kids could live here. And these were the off-campus apartments. So every room came with a little mini desk, a nightstand table, a desk, and a chair. And it came with a bed frame and a mattress. But because I have a family, I already had beds for me and all my kids. And we kind of already had a bunch of furniture stuff. So when I moved in, they was like, I don't have to use their furniture, but I have to store it. So that's why you only see some stuff in there, because I took out the furniture they use. This is the living room. This is the couch that they leave in here, or that they provide. The kitchen table that they provided. And it's all cheap stuff, because like I said, these were college apartments. This one was my son's room. And all of our personal stuff has been gone since May. I emptied this apartment in May. We moved in with Ben. So I've only been here from May up until now doing lashes. It's been empty. So it's been feeling like a real suite as of the last 2 months, because I haven't been living here or sleeping here, but I have only been doing the business. So let me show y'all what I have left to take up out of here. It's all of this, and all of this is beauty stuff. I kept it because I wasn't sure like if I was gonna need some of the stuff in here, but all this is beauty stuff. It's these pillows and stuff. This is going in the trash, mattress. That's B's clothes. I don't know what that is. I think that's trash. So there's nothing in here major or anything. This really, I'm gonna try to make it maybe 2 trips, because this stuff in here, this shelf, I'm gonna take to my sister. She wants, and all of this. So I don't know, I might can do 1 trip. I doubt it, but I'm gonna try to do the best that I can with making 1 trip. So my job is to consolidate and then pack. This is going in the trash because it's broken. And this is a bittersweet moment, because like I said, I've been doing lashes since I started. Excuse how I look, y'all. I really just woke up, and B had to go detail. He was like, just get up and do it now. So I'm like, okay, let's get up and do it now. So it's bittersweet, because I have been doing lashes from home since I started. So when I got certified, I was in a 2-bedroom apartment, and I didn't have all the extra room that I had here. It was only 2 bedrooms. So where my kitchen was is where I did my lashes. And then from the 2-bedroom apartment, I moved into a 5-bedroom house, 3 beds, and y'all see those vlogs on here. I moved into a house, and so I had an entire room that I created as my beauty room. So kind of like the same here, but it was bigger, better, So after leaving the house in 2021, I came directly here. And at first when I came here, we used the rooms all for personal use. B had a studio downtown Murfreesboro, which is where I was at first when I moved over here. I had a studio, but it was really more so his workspace and his living space. And it got conflicted because he was literally having to live there. So I moved from the studio, and that's when there's a 4th room over there, which I had a roommate. She was an elder lady, but she never moved in. So when she never moved in, she told me that I could use the room. So I had all 4 rooms, but I was only paying for 3. So the 4th room was where, once I left the studio, The fourth room was where I was, and then once they caught on, and that lady, she never moved in, and she wasn't paying, they came and locked that room, and that's when y'all see the transition that I made my bedroom the beauty room, and I just slept wherever. Yeah. So that's the backstory from when I got certified. I've been a residential business all this time. I'm no longer going to do lashes at home. I'm very, very excited. I'm anxious. I have this these big ideas and these big plans in my head about how it's going to look, and I'm excited. I've toured several places, and it's just go time. I don't want to say too much because things are in motion, and you know, I'm speaking to the public and to people I don't know, so I don't want nobody wishing nothing bad or praying nothing bad on this. I will be in a real lash suite, real beauty suite. I won't be at home no more. I'm excited. And because I do live between my sister and me, like, I'm able to save money. Because as you guys know, I also don't have a vehicle. So I drive my mom's additional vehicle. And so that saves me money because I don't have a car no either, which, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I ride the car that I'm in until it can't ride no more. But it's like, at some point, you really just kind of want to upgrade and, you know, soft girl area life. So I'm cool with my mama helping me out and letting me use her car, her second car. But it has its flaws, and I'm not even going to tell y'all its flaws until I get in the car, because it's kind of embarrassing. And I don't want no one to know what I go through with that car. But I get from point A to point B, so I ain't complaining, because there's some people that they would have lost their car and they just would have been shit out of luck. Gratefully, my mother is such a smart woman that it don't matter. She's always been taught to keep two vehicles because you never know what may happen. So my mama has always kept two vehicles in case me or my sister needed it. Really, she did it for herself, but because she got kids, she knows that she also had to do it for us. So that's the backstory on that. Not having to pay rent and living with someone else. This is honestly like my ideal time to stack up, you know. And so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stack up and we're gonna get this thing rolling. So yeah. Get this thing going, y'all. I guess y'all can just watch me be beautiful and clear out this room. Let me tell y'all the imperfections. Like, people think I feel like people see things and they think like, oh, she has it going on, or I wish I could do that, and I wish I could do this. But real life, like, you guys, it's so many imperfections in here that I had to hide, you know, because you get what you pay for. This isn't the most expensive apartment complex. I actually did it because it was a cheaper route for me. So how I was explaining the college apartments, these are college apartments. Prior to COVID, you could only be a college student to live here. And they do individual leases. So for example, this is a 4-bedroom apartment, 2 baths, and a college student, if I was in college, going to MTSU, I would seek one of these apartments because I don't want to live in a dorm. I want to live in my own apartment. You sign the lease for a room out of this 4-bedroom apartment. So I will sign the lease. They will assign me room A. This is room A. That's B, C, and D. So I was assigned room A. I paid, when I first signed the lease, it was $390 a month. Everything is also included. So you have a washer and dryer in here. The Wi-Fi is universal. So the moment that you enter into the complex, the Wi-Fi connects. So anybody that comes here can connect to the Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi is included. Electric, water, all that's included. All that was included in my flat rate, $390. So when I signed room A and B, it was $390. I didn't get the third room until like a month later for my son, and that one was at a different rate, which was like 4 something. But altogether, what's that, like 6, 7, 780. So I'm somewhere around $1,200 for technically like a 3-bedroom flat. Everything included, water, Wi-Fi. There was cable included, but we don't watch TV. So that's how it was. I did this because it was an affordable thing for me having kids, and I want my kids to have their own room. So this was really a 2-year stay down till I come up, because like I said, you're not finding a 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom apartment for $1,200 anywhere, and with everything included. You may find it, but then you also have to pay your water, your electric, your Wi-Fi, your cable. So there goes, you may be having a $1,700 expense. But me, $1,200 for the last 2 years, yeah. And so the imperfections here is that it's a college apartment. The turnover rate is crazy. People are going in and out like crazy. As you can imagine, college kids are college kids. They're living however you want to say it. And this place, I will say, when I was at MTSU in 2011, it has been run down. They haven't changed it, upgraded it since back prior to before COVID. And so, like I said, you get what you pay for. I'm not upset it did what it had to do for the time that I was here, but like gnats is a problem here, drain gnats, that is. And respectfully, I have one of the cleanest apartments. I feel like here, they've been in my apartment plenty of times. I have gnats as a problem, but it was very, very little. Like I'm clean, you know what I'm saying? Other people have mold. I've seen other people have terrible mold. I've seen other people have crazy gnats. And I never kept the trash inside. I kept my trash outside. They used to try to fine me for that. But if gnats is a problem in your complex, and keeping the trash inside is going to also aid on that, I'm not keeping my trash inside. I keep my trash outside. Yeah, so things like that, I was taking those type of measures. Other people have mold really bad. My dishwasher, I couldn't use it no more because it started leaking to the people under me. So he was like, don't use it no more. And then I would be getting a new one. Never got a new one. The microwave, it doesn't work. It blew. They did give me a new washer and dryer early at the year, which that was a plus because it's a really good washer and dryer. The plumbing is terrible. You cannot flush like 2 times in a row. So let's say I have to go to the bathroom and then my daughter had to go right after me. She wouldn't be able to flush. She would have to wait for the water pressure to build back up. So you can imagine company coming over, oh, your toilet doesn't work. And I'm like, it does. It's just, you get what you pay for. So for example, those are all things that I personally have to go through that no one knows about. So people are like, oh, she did, and it's like I'm having to hide my imperfections in my living environment to kind of run my business a certain way. And so I'm really glad that I no longer have to be here. First off, let me be clear, here in this apartment, but 2, also doing my business in a home, period. Like, especially one that I can't control. When I was in a rental house, it was cool because, it was a rental property, it was a house. But in this apartment, it's so much harder, with maintenance requests and just doing business. So I would recommend, if you were to want to do it from a residential place, to get a studio, an apartment studio. There is no room in that apartment. It's literally, you walk in, it's the kitchen area, you have a bathroom, and that's it, living room. But yeah, there is no, don't live where you do your work. Especially if you live somewhere cheap and janky, so that's another thing for me. I've been in Murfreesboro all my life, and I think it's about time that I kind of retire in Murfreesboro, which I haven't completely decided if I am going to move somewhere else, but one of the suites that I did look at is in the Antioch area, and it's closer to Nashville than it is Murfreesboro. And then there's one here in Murfreesboro that there's 2 here in Murfreesboro that I looked at. But even then, even if I still decide to do my business here in Murfreesboro, I'm still probably going to move somewhere else outside of Murfreesboro, just because I know all the living spots here. I know too many people here. I don't like to be accessible. Like, I'm one of them girls, I'm like, shoot, I'm popular and I do a lot, and I just don't want to walk out of my house and see half of my Facebook, you know, like, I got too much going on. And for safety reasons, for my kids, like, you know how people be, so, yeah. I don't know. I'm not even in a rush to figure out where I am moving to. I am looking, but because right now I don't have to pay rent and I don't have to worry about that, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to focus on Bee's Beauty Bar 100% and get that up and cracking and popping even more in its new location. And then once that is settled, maybe by January, I'll be more pushing to look at where I'm going to move and really in that environment of moving. But right now, I'm gonna be on my grind. I start a part-time job on Tuesday doing Amazon Flex for a company. And the part-time is only 2 days. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to maximize my time. Because as you guys know, I was doing the Amazon, the Sword Center, but they fired me. I was doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing. And I had got fired, but that was a really great part-time job. Like, if you can find a part-time job that doesn't take up a lot of your time and that pays you very well, like, why wouldn't you? And then one society, things are so high now, like, it's crazy. So it's like, one job honestly isn't cutting it. Like, even though I do good with Bee's Beauty Bar Life, I have 3 kids as well. And then I have stuff that I like to do, I like to upkeep. So it's like, you know, I have to keep that flow coming in. So the part-time job is really going to be my 2 slowest days, and just going to deliver packages, 8-10 hour shifts, and then the rest of the days back at Bee's Beauty Bar. So, and I want to do that because, like, I'm trying to also get my kids into like extracurriculars. I'm trying to get them to like find what they're good at, what they're bad at, what they like to do. So they start cheerleading and flag football for the fall, and then I want to find some other things to get them into. Just like, I'm just trying to, you know, I'm finna turn 30 in March. So I really just want to step my game up in all areas of my life and get to it. So I'm getting to it, no excuse. I'm gonna pour this out, and everything in here is good. I'm gonna put this in some boxes in there, put that in some boxes, my books. Yeah, let's make this quick. Let me hurry up because I've been rambling to y'all, and yeah, so B-roll, let's get it, y'all. esthetician's worst mother freaking nightmare. Like, oh, my goodness. Guys, I think I might just have to get a whole new waxing powder. What is this? Shit. Sheet. And she had another one that she let me use. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I have got to update y'all on literally like the last hour and a half. So as y'all seen, everything, all the rooms is empty. I put everything on the porch that I needed to take. So I'm on the porch. This is the last of the stuff that I need to take is right here. And I'm gonna stuff it all in the car. This, my Lash card, that shelf, the light. That's it. I'm out of breath because before I got here, I got hit. I got in the wreck. I got in the car wreck. The guy, this is the 2 lanes. I'm here. This is the other lane. McDonald's is right here. The turning lane, the guy's coming this way. He's chancing his turn. So smacked me right there. His whole bumper fell off. My car's still operational. It's on the side. It's fucked up. He was so upset, nervous, and shaking. I'm like, look, dude, I'm moving. I got a lot of moving parts going on in my life right now. And I was like, I'm not upset at you. I'm not hurt. He said he wasn't hurt. I said, we're not calling the police because we're both in agreement that we're okay. We're both in agreement that we're not upset at each other about this. I took a video of his entire car. I got a video of my car. He sent me his insurance card in a text, so I got his number. I sent him mine in a text. And he was like, well, what do we do? I said, normally it says that you would call the police, but I was like, I don't want to involve them. I have stuff to do this morning. So we're going to check 1, we're not going to do that. But 2, report it. So you need to call your insurance company. They're going to ask you a million questions about what happened to the accident and explain as best you could. It was his fault. He said that it was his fault. I did, and I mean, it was his fault. But I didn't even say that. I didn't say whose fault it was, period. It was an accident, period. I was like, call your insurance company, report it. They're going to ask you questions. They're going to see, this is the second car that I've wrecked that my mama has let me borrow. So my car has been gone since August of 2022, last year. And when I first didn't have a car, she had a Mitsubishi Galant that she let me drive. And the same thing happened to me at the end of the year. I'm coming out of my apartments. I'm in the lane about to turn into my apartments. And a white college guy is coming out, and he's rushing the coming out. So he rushed, and instead of him going into the damn lane like a normal person, he's just rushing and he hits me. And I'm like, yeah. So the same thing happened in that car, but that car was really, really older. And so the damage that happened to it, it cost more than what the car was worth. So they cut her a check. And then she got the car that I'm driving right now fixed, and then let me drive it. So now I'm on car number 2, and I'm on accident number 2, and I'm just like, I'm not telling her. I'm just going to report it. When State Farm start calling her and she start getting mail and shit, that's when she's going to find out. I know it's not a good route, but that's the way I feel comfortable with doing it because this is a mess. I'm going to insert some clips so y'all can see from the scene what happened because I recorded it. But yeah, so this has all happened in between me moving. Look how I look, man. It's a mess. But see, day in the life. So I'm gonna finish putting all this stuffing it in the car. I'm done. I'm taking this to my sister's house, and I'll take the rest of the stuff to Ben's house because it's nothing. And the only thing that I'll do in the morning when I come to return my keys, I empty the refrigerator. So on the counter is food that I'm going to actually just throw away, and then there's food that I'm actually going to keep. And that's the last of it. This is some free stuff that I'm gonna put at the front where everybody else is putting the free stuff, and that's it. It's crazy. This is crazy. My mom is going to be so motherfucking mad.